Good afternoon, my fellow citizens, dear friends, and all of us of freedom worldwide. We have a question to ask, especially those that identify themselves as Nigerian. If you identify yourself as a Nigerian, are you better off in Nigeria? Do you love the current situation in Nigeria? Is Nigeria working for you? And for my fellow citizens, Biafrans, it's time we exit, of which we don't identify ourselves as Nigeria anymore. We are fighting to exit Nigeria. We'll do everything within our reach. We are Biafrans, we are not Nigeria. And for those that still be campaigning as Nigeria, ask yourself this question again. Is Nigeria working for you? Nigeria is not a country. Nigeria is built on faulty foundation by the British government, and it's not working. Millions of people have been massacred from 1967 to 1970. The genocidal war, the Nigerian terrorist state killed Biafrans in millions, while the North that have been killed today, and also the Middle Belt and the Southwest part of Nigeria, they all colluded. They fought the Biafran people and asked them today, is Nigeria working for them? The northern part of Nigeria is crying, while the Middle Belt crying. That means Nigeria is not working. We encourage the people of the Middle Belt to rise up, fight for their freedom. Southwest, Oduduwa Yoruba people, rise up, fight for your freedom. Nigeria is not a country and will never be a country. A former presidential candidate, a terrorist called Peter Obi, he acknowledged that Nigeria breeds criminals. And he is also a criminal. Nigeria breed him. A former president and a vice president in the name of Goodluck Jonathan also acknowledged that Nigeria is not a country. The British people are trying to make it work, but it's not working because the people are different. People speak different language, different religion, different culture, different ideology. While the Biafrans from the east are practicing live and let live, and the northern part are using jihadists to Islamize them, to terrorize them. We are different people. Please, let's ask Nigeria this question. Where is the next place that we are tired? Nigerian government, where is next place you will deploy your military terrorists that have colluded with the terrorist state, Islamic terrorists, to kill the innocent Biafran Christians, Nigerian Christians? Nigerian government, where is the next place to target? Where is Dangote? Dangote sponsor these terrorists. Shetima sponsor these terrorists. Kwankwaso, Gumi, Sanusi, Sultan of Sokoto, and also Tinubu. These people are all terrorists. They sponsor terrorists. They sponsor the insecurity. A former president named Obasanjo made it clear that insecurity in Nigeria can never stop. This is a former president. He said insecurity can never stop. Do you know why? Because the government of Nigeria sponsored the insecurity. While the North is burning now, they are crying. Middle Belt is burning, the people of Middle Belt are crying. These are people that have been clamoring for years of one Nigeria, unity of Nigeria. How will Nigeria be united? Why the people are different? If Nigeria is such a great country, wonderful country, Why do you think United States of America will issue a statement warning her citizens not to travel to some part of Nigeria, if not all Nigeria? Why do you think United States of America will close the embassy in Abuja? Because Nigeria is collapsing. Nigeria is at brink of war. Nigeria is going down. Please, Biafrans, our freedom is in our hand. Our freedom is now. And for the people of Middle Belt, rise up. Fight for your own country. Stop this, your one Nigerianist. It's not working. The more you call on one Nigeria, the more they kill you. The more you believe in Nigeria, the more you die. Lekki Toll Gate. When so-called patrons of Nigeria once protest against the injustice, the same Nigerian terrorist state unleashed her military to kill innocent protesters. Nigeria is a disgraced country. It's not working. Please, citizens of that contraption, ask the federal government, ask Nigeria, the next place they will attack. Because they know all the terrorists by name. They know their house, they know where they live, they know their hiding place. And for all the terrorists in Biafra land, both those so-called former governors and the present illegitimate governors and senators that are bringing these terrorists to our land, all be brought down. Without that, we will not achieve or get our freedom. You can't bring terrorists to kill us and you will be walking freely. The Biafran people will hold you accountable. The Biafran people will hold you responsible. As far as for Nigeria, those one Nigerianists, if you don't face the reality, fight for your freedom, enjoy the show while it lasts. Now that the whole Nigeria is burning, how do you feel about it? These are the so-called terrorists you call your brothers, you call your friend, you call your countrymen. These are the so-called terrorists you dine and wine with. These are the so-called terrorists you believe. Nothing will separate you and them. Fight for your freedom. Thank you from here. God bless United States of America. God bless Biafra Republic. Thank you.